Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode of CampusCare EdTalks. EdTalks is a platform where educators and leaders come on board and express their viewpoints related to education and society. A topic for the day is learning from home versus learning from school. And to express their viewpoints on the same, we have with us Dr. Deepika Bhambani, ma'am, Principal of Podar Word School, Bhopal. A very warm welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's so good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here.
Same here.
So let's start off with the session now, ma'am. Shall we?
Yeah, sure.
So, ma'am,
Let's start.
firstly, do you think study from home affects the quality of education?
See, a quality of education is not one that is measured purely by a test score or by how many words per minute a 5-year-old child can write or read. A quality of education is something that focuses on the overall development of the child, which includes the social, emotional, mental, physical, as well as the cognitive development. So, which is basically supported by three main pillars. If you talk about the first, assuring access to quality teachers. Secondly, providing use of quality learning tools and professional development. And thirdly, and the most important, is to provide a safe environment, learning environment, which is very important. So whether the child is studying from the school or studying at home, if a child is getting all these basic amenities, so I think so that nobody is going to, it is not going to affect the quality of education.
Yes.
But yes, of course, if given exposure to some subjects like games, science, etc., all these things, if we discuss or we think about it, then definitely school is very important. Because here a lot of other things are also taught apart from academics, many other things are also taught. So if you look and ask whether studying from home affects the quality of education, then I can say that it is in this age group also matters a lot.
Yes.
Like, for example, if a child is taking a class from home and the child is of grade 9, 10, 11, 12, which is a senior class, so in that a child is matured enough, he or she understands that how to sit, how to take up the lectures from the teacher, the understandability increase of that child. They know that they have to sit for 2 hours on one seat, and then they can take the class and they know what is right and what is wrong. But in contrast to it, if you talk about the pre-primary students or if you talk about the primary students, they are very small. Okay. And it is very difficult for them to sit at one place, concentrate, and to understand what the teacher is saying. And similarly, vice versa, if it is in the classroom, they can see the teacher, and the teacher can also see the body language of the child, so which actually increase the concentration of the child also and the interest also. So I can say that quality of education is not deteriorated anywhere, whether a child is taking studying from home or other place. It's only the concentration or the adaptability or understanding which is important, and I think so that is the teacher is maintaining the quality of education everywhere, whether she is online or offline. It's only the adaptability of the child, how it does, and it depends upon the age group. So as far as quality of education is concerned, so in my view, to some extent, yes, it for certain age group it gets affected, and for others it doesn't.
Well, absolutely, ma'am. So this was you talking about quality of education. So moving forward, do you think the environment also plays a major role in learning?
Yes, definitely. Environment is very important in educational field. Research has found that learning environment plays a crucial role in student success. And there are several factors which can affect learning ability of a child, such as comfort, lighting, color, classroom design, and many more. So the best way the child learn is through play. And if the environment is designed in such a manner, then learning becomes very easy. So basically, learning basically responds to the best outcomes. Okay, learning is a process of acquiring knowledge and information through interaction with people. And this environment may be divided into two. We can divide it. One is psychological environment and other is physical environment. When we talk about the physical environment, in physical environment comes the building. So the building should be very attractive. Then it comes the color, the child, where the child is sitting, the classroom, the color of the walls should be pleasant enough, soothing colors should be used. Then the light should be proper, it should not be dull, because if it is a dull light, then child will not be able to concentrate. So all these things are very important in a physical environment when we talk about. As far as the psychological is concerned, so in psychological, it depends that how the teacher is reacting. Okay, what words she is using. As in a classroom, if suppose a teacher is very motivating the students, then definitely the child will give a very good response. So behavior of the child teacher also plays a very important role, which actually psychologically affects the mindset of a child. If a teacher is motivating, encouraging the students, the result will automatically will be good. So the environment in a school education plays a key role in learning aspects. And these comments may either be motivational or discouraging one. And as we all know that motivation and ingredient is an ingredient of academic excellence, and it gives a mental boost to the students. That's what I can say.
Indeed, ma'am, words really play, a major role. So, ma'am,
Yeah.
talking about technology, during pandemic, we all had, meetings online and everything was online. So, do you think technology has changed the way of education?
See, if we are in the 21st century, and if we talk about the 21st century, we see the intervention of technology in almost every walk of like life, and education too is not far from accepting this fact. And over the 2 decades, if we have spoken about the technology, then definitely some would say, oh my God, online teaching class, how it is possible?
Yeah,
So teaching is not possible without board and
board and
chalk or teacher standing and teaching, that the old traditional method. Nobody would have presumed that this could also be one of them. But then pandemic has made certain changes, and they have, in fact, we can say it has brought more closer
yeah.
to everyone, very close in a closed, compact environment. So yes, I can say that technology has developed. Like, look at the brilliant online teaching platforms, which we have features like multimedia, then ebooks, then augmented reality, all these things which has come up in the educational field. And this is all possible because of the technology. If we talk about multimedia, so in multimedia, lot of things are there. Okay, suppose a child has to make a PPT presentation. So it's so easy for a child to make a PPT, and then to understand, or even for the teacher, it is very easy to make a PPT, and making a child understand through PPT with colorful slides and all those things, putting animation into it, make it more interesting. So it is always said that when you are seeing something, you are grasping early. So that increase, your grasping power increase, and it remains with you for a longer period of time. So I think so that like multimedia is playing a very important role. And secondly, if we talk about augmented reality. So in the augmented reality, education is realm with wide responsibilities and the possibilities as well. It helps teachers to impart quality education. Suppose in a classroom, if teacher is teaching visual art, and there are 3D art definition apps and coloring apps that help students to analyze painting more closely through augmented reality. So in my opinion, I can say that yes, technology has changed the education system.
Yes, ma'am. So, lastly, ma'am, how do you think the classes should be in hybrid mode, or it should be fully in classes, fully in classroom, I mean physical, or it should be like proper online like it used to be in the pandemic? And how was your experience during the pandemic, ma'am? Would you like to
Yeah.
share some?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course. Of course. See, one by one, you have asked 2, 3 questions altogether. So if I talk about my experience during the time of pandemic, that was a real shock, because in a day the whole system had changed. But I appreciate all the teachers worldwide that they have taken it as a challenge and they had worked on it. The real working of the teacher had started during the time of pandemic. What happens now, if a teacher is teaching inside the classroom, it is very easy to teach inside the classroom, because she is teaching only to the students of that particular grade. If, for example, if I take an example, suppose a teacher is teaching in grade 1 my family. Okay, so she knows that the children sitting, 25 children, those who are sitting, they are of that level only. They are of that level, and apart from that, this is the first time they are listening what all things are there in that chapter. But when it is online, in that a teacher knows very well that with the child, either mother is sitting, father is sitting, n number of people, anybody can sit and can listen to what the teacher is teaching. So there, the teacher's work increased. They had started learning more, that started presenting their lessons beautifully, because they wanted that whatever is coming out, it should be the best. And for that, everyone had worked out. So if you talk about my experience, then definitely the experience was very good, because a lot of challenges were there. We came out with those challenges, and the parents also cooperated in during that time. And as I was taking a PTM, and I told that now mothers have also become half teachers. Why? Because now they know that it is so, and I said that now you will not come with much complaints to us. Why? Because you know that teaching is not that easy. It's a difficult task. You were handling only one child at home, and the teacher handles at the same time 25 students in a class, because in my school we have 25 students per class. So teacher is handling. So you were not able to handle one child. It was becoming very difficult for you, and you were constantly on WhatsApp and calling the teacher, how to do this, how to do that. I'm not available, internet is not working. So many things were there. So you will come up with less problems and with less questions to the teachers. And anyways, I only say that that was a good experience, and online teaching has their own qualities, and offline is, we cannot ignore, we cannot deny that offline classroom is also very important, because a lot of things were missing. Like children were not able to study in the groups, peer group, they were missing. They were missing the you can say sharing, helping. These were the social things which they were missing. So they were not involved socially, emotionally. They were not involved in all those things. So which is very important, I can say that. And the other question, I have replied in the same, that yes, for me, I can only say that we cannot ignore, because see, school building without children is nothing. If you don't listen to those chirping of the students, those good mornings and laughing, running, all those things, if it is not there, then school is not a school. It's just a building which is standing. And the life in the school building comes with the students only. So yes, as a principal, and I can say about the teachers also, we all were missing our children, and we were very happy. Students were very happy. Even the parents were happy that we all are now united together again, and we have started with lot more of experiences, with lot more of other knowledge which the teachers have taken up, which we all have also taken up, and we are implementing. So we are not it's not that if the virtual class, if physical classes have started, so we have not stopped the online classes. We are continuing with that also. Now teachers are it has become so easy for the parent as well as for the student. If teacher wants to discuss something with the mothers, they just make a link, share the link with the mothers, And mothers are also happy that they don't have to come to the school, sit there, wait there. Everybody is on the same framework and they can discuss and come to a solution, and all the things are done in that way only. So I think so both have their pros and cons, but both are equally important. Online classes as well as offline classes, both are important.
Indeed, ma'am. So much of things have become easier. So thank you
Yeah.
so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for being here. It was really great to have you here. I hope our viewers learned a lot from your experiences because I know I did. So, ma'am, thank you so much
Oh,
again.
thank you. Thank you.
And
Good
for all
afternoon.
the viewers watching us out, please don't forget to subscribe our channel for more stuff like this. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Good.